Okay, I'm mixing the egwusi. I blended the egwusi with tomato and red bell pepper and onion. All right, and next I'm gonna fry it. Yep, I'll show you. Stay with me. So I'm infusing some dry pepper into the onion and egwusi, a little bit of tomato and bell pepper, red bell pepper. Okay, you see the color, so attractive, right? So yummy, yummy already. I can't even take this away. All right, the egwusi is set to go into the red oil for frying. Yellow never. Okay. It doesn't have to be a long minute.
Without my leg, yeah.
You understand? Please. I don't want it to be more than a minute post.
It was her class.
Not yet. Not yet.
Drop. Yeah. It's make sure you wash it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm pre-cooking the egwusi. Can you see it? Yes, I'm kind of frying it. Okay, remember this is egwusi with onion, with bell pepper, with tomato and iru. Iru is locust bean. Yeah, so you see, I'm pre-cooking it, like pre-cooking it before I add it to the fish and meat stock. Okay, it's like pre-cook it with the red oil. You can say fry or like, you know, but look at that. Fry it, pre-cook it so that it's really cooked. Aish, I'm sorry for hitting the spoon. So my egwusi is steamed and you see it's looking cooked better than when I started. Look, like I cooked it for like 30 minutes. You can see, and it's also sticking together. That's one of the effects you want to create. Look at that. I'm still gonna allow it to you know, cook a little bit more. You can see steam, right? Look at that, very nice. Mind you, I didn't add any salt to my egwusi. Why? Because the stockfish had a lot of salt. Yep, when I tasted it, it was very salty. You know, they use salt to preserve the stockfish. So I didn't add any salt to the egwusi, and I won't add any salt to the soup at all. Yeah, so it doesn't get messed up. Right, we'll allow it to steam. This egwusi is popping. You see that? I'm still steaming it. Still steaming it. I'm gonna make sure it's properly cooked. Alright, before I add the meat stock. Yeah. Nice. You can see the difference, right? Nice. Smells so good. Yummy, yummy. Okay, I would say this took 45 minutes to an hour to get it to this point. Yeah, to the point that all the water has dried up. At the bottom you think, oh, maybe the egwusi is beginning to burn, but it's even the best. You understand? Yeah, it's the best. Like right now you can see the effect I achieved. It's all Look, all cooked, looking stuck together. So at this point I can transfer. I'm gonna transfer this into another pot where I have the stockfish and the chicken breast. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I add the vegetable, then I add my dry fish, like smoked fish, which is being cooked separately too, because I want to soften it. Then I add it. I test for salt, test for pepper, you know, just make sure everything is okay, and the soup is ready to be served. Hang there. Okay, so we got the egwusi soup to this point. The egwusi you saw when we finished the pre-cooking. All right, we allowed it to steam till all the water was gone, then it was beginning to smell like it was burning. That's how you know it's ready. So I transferred it to the pot that I have the stockfish, where I have the chicken breast. Now I added my smoked fish that was washed and also pre-cooked because it was hard. You know, dry fish could be very hard sometimes. Now I'm adding the vegetable. This is baby broccoli. Yep. Very healthy and delicious. There you go. There you go. I will stir all together and I taste for salt, taste Maggi. Oh, one more thing. I didn't add my crayfish yet. Wow, what were I thinking? There's no egwusi soup without crayfish.
It's kind of not plate. Do it.
Alright, the crayfish is added and then I'm stirring. Stirring everything. I'm sorry. Stirring everything together. Right. Our egwusi soup is finally here. Everything has been coupled, integrated. We have the stockfish, the chicken breast, we have the crayfish, the onion, tomato, bell pepper, everything integrated, even the dried fish, everything. The baby broccoli, vegetable, and then we added some kale. As you can see, it's looking yummy. Look at that. It's looking yummy. This will be served with some pounded yam. If you want, you can do eba. You want to do eba, you can do eba. If you want to do pounded yam, you want to do amala, name it. The egwusi soup is good for rice, it's good for potato, anything at all. Semovita, yes, I don't know if you know semovita. Look at that. The egwusi soup is popping, 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 popping. Yummy, yummy. There you go. All right, you're invited over to come and have a taste. All right, see you in my next one. Bye-bye.